Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
My sister's always
Yeah, I'm
been
thinking of
lucky
moving up
when
to
it came to
45.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy who was pretending to be dead? If olive oil
Greetings
comes
from sunny
olives, where's baby
California.
oil come from?
When's it gonna stop?
I hope you drive.
A fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up and the bodies keep piling up.
Ah, Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows make it the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make it first.
Detectives,
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
scene secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Wait, I need to appoint this.
Never the same, are they?
Guess I will forget.
I doubt it.
No drag marks. The killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
driver and our killer are most likely...
Money, 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 money! Cigarette!
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Oh, look.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help.
Oh,
I
I did everything
so
right.
ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks.
Why she would lie, Happy? First, we need to know who is she. I will let the other one drive him. Because
You're behind the wheel.
Let's take a quick... No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
Wait, I stopped having it.
Hey, isn't this a cop who's selling a big cake now?
You said something? Because on the phone I couldn't be happy. After this, Grandma seems suspicious, I mean.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
At least the rain stopped. We can change back into those
It's
white
like
ducks.
when you have the same
You wrote the number down
thought
on that
at the
dress.
same time and you say the same thing at the same time. Go.
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
We found her. It's dead. Why two phones here?
You know the way. You can drive.
He doesn't know
Fine.
the way.
Where are we headed?
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Yeah, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
I'm kidding. Okay, let's go.
Holy Pop. Leave me alone. I fought the rest of my life. I'm the one. Nobody cares about me. I took a
We're
bullet.
looking for a
Nobody cares
tall
about
man
me.
with a disfigured face. You know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. I think I earned some peace and quiet.
The bum isn't here.
Look at these people.
We should follow the
They'll leave
lead.
you
These
alone.
guys can wait. Phelps, leave him be.
Okay, let's try to find it.
You can't do this! That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop. Now that's an oxymoron for you.
Are you drunk, mister, or you just cracked? What'd I miss? When's America going to About you?
Wow, that looks like a beauty.
Nope.
One nice thing about egotists, they don't talk about other people.
What's your beef with this guy, Phelps?
I don't know. It got me PC too. I will kill the one that continues.
Phelps, leave him be.
What? Why you done that? I just needed to make sure he wasn't here. I can drive.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. The Nordic type show a particular disposition for this stuff.
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive at 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss.
Look at the
I
kids.
know this is a difficult
No
time, Mr.
no
Tarleton,
reaction.
but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's procedure. You see to your girls.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search. You got nothing to hide. You want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually
check if she was a regular.
suspect.
My God, this.
If you'd excuse me, ladies. Maybe.
Mm.
So she went out without her handbag? She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind. At least she was spared that particular indignity.
Weird. A woman never leaves the house without her bag.
We can see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene. Lars was out in the rain last night.
Lipstick everywhere in this game. They didn't have like how to make keys and everything, so they did lipsticks. Lipstick, yes.
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
Optimistic, Cole. Incidental.
Another bag.
Probably nothing. Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive. I wonder why the picture was turned down.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Everybody knows it.
How can I help,
Oh
Detective?
my God.
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks, ma'am. For the record, Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
What do you think? What do you think, Happy? Obviously, they have a fight. And obviously, I am 100% sure, I don't know why right now, that he is the killer. But he's saying that, oh, everybody loves her. Okay, let's accept that answer.
So you don't know anyone?
Hello, Cap, how are you?
No, I don't.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Terrelson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
He's lying.
I think you're in an unhappy marriage, Lars. I think you're lying, and you would like to get it off your chest.
You telling me my wife was unhappy? What proof do you have of that?
It isn't
Looks like I was mistaken. Spill it, Terrelson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. I paid the sitter and went to bed.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
I have two options.
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened.
Cheater!
I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Terrelson.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life.
I'm sorry. You're under my eyes. Do you understand?
Appreciate your time, sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
In a moment, I push your face and you will see. Isito. Why I need to search here? Wait a moment, let me see.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
Sounds like the Terrelson broad had her last drink at Baron's Bar. We should check the place out.
Circumstantial.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Let me be.
Can't believe Teresa's dead.
Lucky. I'm never toxic, so stop saying those things.
We survived this. It's gonna be a miracle.
I have a story to tell you guys. I'm not PC to at you, Kepo.
Root beers all around, dog.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
I think he told me the truth.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
I can't decide between the tuna fish and the chicken.
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
Let me point this. Yellow.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Benny.
All right, two creeps were all over her, promising to take her dancing.
Did you get a good look at these guys?
Sure. I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other man?
The other guy is Richard Bates. He's sitting in the back right now. Red polo shirt.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
She was murdered, Benny. Brutally murdered. If you like this lady, you should give us something.
You telling me I'm not cooperating? Watch it, pal.
You weren't mama to go!
We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
This is Bates.
That's him.
LAPD. Don't make me chase you, shitbird.
Woohoo! Here we go!
Bates! Just want to talk.
He's the fool.
Come on. Got a ride. Get in and drive.
Oh, look, he's going to steal the car. Oh, really?
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Come on, Phelps. You're letting this lust get away from you.
How he done that? Okay. I think we have a problem. We lost it. Oh Oh, shut up! I'm a good driver. Actually, I have a thing to tell you guys about something that happened yesterday, but in the end of the life, I
Damn
told
it, get after him, Cole.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
For real. Get
I
out!
don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason,
Get
they stick to his
out!
fucking team.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Woo!
Keep it steady. I'll try to bust his tires.
All right, you got me. I've had enough.
Out of the car!
Put your hands where I can see them.
Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
I have a choice in this.
I can't see this.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your Salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
Liar.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
Ah.
We're taking you in, Bates.
See?
How come?
Liar!
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
If I would be a police, I would be like this. Yeah!
Operator, message for KGPL.
Is arrested driver joke?
Putting you
No.
through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
Oh,
How could I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thank you.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
no, I'm not. Stop looking at me!
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, fellas. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope you're right.
6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street and Lindley Place.
You see our taxi anywhere?
Code 3 identified.
If you're gonna drive like this, at least use a siren. Where's that cab got you now?
11K, yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K.
11K, further on your ATV on yellow cab number 3591. Vehicle identified as
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
Okay, take it.
The fare you picked
Good
up from Baron's
games.
bar last
Careful.
night. What was the woman wearing?
It was a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
All units in the vicinity in any Central unit. A 211 and shots fired, 410 South Flower Street. Units that can handle code 3 identified.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
Why it's going to ruin his day?
In the moving picture industry must not be considered or interpreted as an attack on the industry itself. Nor should our investigation be interpreted as an attack on the majority of persons associated with this great industry. I have every confidence that the vast majority of movie workers are patriotic and loyal Americans.
A long list of prominent motion picture witnesses appear before the committee. Speaking for the film, Eric Johnson, president of the Motion Picture Association, testimony concerning the attitude of the producers.
We are accused of having communists and communist sympathizers in our employ. Undoubtedly, there are such persons of ours
Whoa there!
that you will find elsewhere in America. But we neither shield nor defend them. We want them exposed. We're not
The street police
responsible for the political or
green
economic ideas of any individual. But we are responsible for what goes on the screen. We guard that with great care. If communists have attempted to inject their propaganda into the motion pictures, they have failed miserably.
All units in the vicinity in any Central unit. A 211 and shots fired, 410 South Flower Street. Units that can handle code 3 identified.
Tables are turned now, haven't they, boys?
Hey, look, old man, we're sorry. Just quit shooting.
The hell I will. I'm getting pretty tired of losing my weekly take to you punks.
Ain't gonna last long in a tin shack.
Where is them?
Yeah, but they went down there.
Hit him from this distance.
This is car 11K. Shots fired at South Flower Street, Scott's Garage. It's code 4 here, but suspect is down. I need an ambulance and coroner.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner. All units, 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at 410 South Flower Street, Scott's Garage, code 4.
I stopped for them to pass. Oh!
Slow and steady, come on! Jesus, Phelps!
Who knew?
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive, and 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it.
I'm breathing.
He's a waste.
He's in interview too.
Good-looking boy like
Thanks.
that should go into
What do you make of him? Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
I saved a whole year for that car.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
So you were defending Mrs. Terrelson's honor?
Yeah, something like that.
Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab, and I caught a bus back to the base.
You're lying, Jessup. Tell me where you went.
I'm telling you, I caught a bus back to the base. What makes you say different? Why would I have walked myself right in here if I had something to hide?
Doesn't matter.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
That's not how I'd put it.
Why are you smiling, idiot?
But she wasn't coming across.
No, she wasn't.
If your story doesn't check out, Jessup, we're hanging you out to
Full
dry.
of lies, because I get everything.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
You can drive.
Oh my god, in Valorant.
3 suspects in the can, 1 on the hook. Still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, we have Lars Terrelson picked up.
11K, roger.
smells me that I don't know.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far. We can just get copacetic. We need to hold out for the cavalry. How do we do that? Like this. Lie down, son.
If you want your rightful share...
Your disciples know what you did last night?
Why am I jumping?
What's your name?
My partner got on the ground.
Stalin. Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
If you say so.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin. Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
No good to me.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. It's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
it with him.
Slow down.
That's disgusting. Didn't you ever hear of germs?
Did you read about that woman who stabbed her husband and hit the
I don't think so.
When's America going to understand? It's about giving, not getting.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunities, hard evidence.
Oops.
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
Any Central Unit, Car 16L reports a possible jumper at 8th and Hope, the Methodist Church. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
Run, you fucking idiots!
I'm going to get fired from the police just because of what I'm doing.
I think we bust in there and find
Going
the
this way.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
I think the black boy killed him on the side.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Are you denying that you strangled Mrs. Terrellson with a length of rope?
I'm not denying anything. You have to have proof, lackey.
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrellson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I only missed 5 questions.
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were.
What is doing here? He has a wife.